Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me. As you can kind of tell, it looks like I'm about to play Atarka Red again. And I know I just recorded with that recently, but Grand Prix Oakland is coming up. It's actually this weekend from the point of when I'm recording this. And this is what I'm going to play. And this is what I've been testing, so it can be a disservice to play anything else, I feel. But I've changed the deck it doesn't look like it yet, but I've changed the deck quite a bit. And I'm going to try out some changes. And I'm actually going to do a bunch of two-mans today. And then after each round, I'll go back, look at the deck, and decide if I need to change anything or not. So the first thing I did was I took out a land. I'd say almost every Atarka Red deck plays the same exact mana base of 8 mountains, a forest, 10 fetches, and 2 Cinderglades. I got my original list from Paulo Vitor from when he top 8 the last Pro Tour, and one thing he mentioned that you said he could cut a land, and that would be a Windswept Heath. So that's what I did. I cut the second Windswept Heath, and I feel like that really hasn't hurt me at all. I haven't gotten mana screwed any more than I normally did, and I notice I don't flood as much anymore. Just one land, because I feel like I flooded a lot before. So that was the first change. And then the main deck, a lot of it stays the same. We have 4 Zergos, 4 Swift Spears, 2 Lightning Berserkers, 4 Titan Strength, 3 Wild Slash, 2 Fire Impulse, 4 Abbots, 4 Dragon Fodder, and then the combo, obviously, of 3 Teamer Battle Rage and 3 Become Immense to kind of just kill our opponent. We're playing 2 Horthing Outburst, 4 Targus Commands, and I'm playing a Roast main deck as the land replacement. I was playing a 4th Wild Slash, but I think I like Roast more, just because being able to actually just effectively kill Siege Rhino Game 1 just really helps with that matchup a lot, and that's one of our worst matchups, I feel. And it's also just removal spell, it just kills almost anything, so it doesn't really hurt you that much. And then we go to the sideboard. There's another card I'm playing main deck to facilitate something in the sideboard I actually like a lot. I'm playing 1 Smoldering Marsh, a black source, so I can play 3 Duresses. And I feel like one of the things I lost to the most were super effects, mostly Radiant Flames. That's not too popular, but it's fairly popular now, especially that if you're expecting Atarka Red, you'll play 3 Radiant Flames in your Jeskai deck, and there's also Red Abzan's popular right now. So I found that if you go you can easily go turn 2. If you turn 1 fetch for Marsh, turn 2 1-drop Duress on the draw, allows you to get rid of the Radiant Flames. Or on the play, you get to do it turn 3 before they do it. It also just gets rid of a cheap removal spell. I've had games before where I duress them and they have 1 2-mana removal spell and the rest is just other stuff, and I take that and then I just able to have more free reign over the early game. I just really like that, and I found it to be really good and it's worth the splash. They're also playing 3 more Roasts because you just want the full playset against Abzan type decks. 2 more Horthing Outbursts against also sweeper decks. That's good in the mirror. 1 Boiling Earth. I don't know if I'm going to play that in real life, but online there's a lot of red and it just really helps in the mirror. And then 2 more Fire Impulse. It's really good against Jeskai right now. They play a lot of little creatures. They don't play Match Strider anymore. They play some Monastery Mentor, so it can kill almost everything in the main deck besides Tasigur. And then one thing I also would lose to is I would just run out creatures. They would just kill my 2 creatures or the Radiant Flames into a removal spell. I just have no creatures and I draw Become Immense and Battle Rage and I just get frustrated and lose. So in the sideboard I have 4 Hangerback Walkers. I wanted another Dragon Fodder, and I found this to be the best in the format. You don't want this in every matchup, but against matchups where they have a lot of removal like Jeskai, and I still think you need to keep the combo in of the Battle Rages Become Immense, just because it's so powerful. And that's exactly what you want to be doing. So, because you can just kill out of nowhere. So Hangerback Walker gives us a little insurance policy, just to always have a creature around. There's at least a good chance you'll have a creature around, because you can still get Silk Wrap, but things like Utter End, people aren't going to have that against you. They just want cheap removal spells, so I think it's still good. So we're going to try this out. We're taking this into some 2-mans, and then I'm going to go back and look at the deck list and change it about a lot, and we'll see how that goes. Alright, it's time for our first match. We're on the play, so that's just where we want to be. So we're going to play first. And this hand has 6 lands, so we're going to mulligan. On this deck, mulligan's fairly well, about to say, just if you just have 1 or 2 lands and then a 1-drop, you could be fine. But we're going to mulligan again, no lands again. Or 1 land, or 6 lands into no lands. And this hand's this hand's great. We just really need a fetch land to get a green source, but after that I think we're really set up. This hand is just what I want. So we'll go ahead and keep. We're unfortunately put that on the bottom. Could put on top just to be a little greedy, but I don't think that's worth it. So I always cast Zergo first because next turn it's 3 damage with the Swift Spear, as opposed to if you go Swift Spear, attack for 1 into Zergo, it's only 2 damage by turn 2. Basic Forest. Alright, so here's so we're just gonna Wild Slash this. I don't want to mess around. Like, it's a 3/3 is just gonna be hard to attack through, so there's no point in like waiting. So basic plains, Silk Wrap. Okay, so more likely than not Abzan. So it's more popular. Like, normally plays Green White Megamorph anymore. That's not really a thing, at least like what I've seen. So very good chance this is Abzan. So we drew a Titan Strength. Pretty good draw. This is a card we can cast. I can't be Vistas. Maybe this is just green white. So drew a land. That's a good start. I'm just gonna say go. If we draw a land, we can Titan Strength Battle Rage and get through his Heir of the Wilds. Okay, here's another fetch. Sunken Hollow, so it is Abzan. Okay. Let's see, Drino. Okay. Attacking. Now, if we draw a rose, that'd be pretty insane. Okay. Battle Rage. If we drew a land too, we'd have it be in a great place. But I think we're going to lose this game. Just mulligan to 5, and sometimes that happens. Our opponent had a good curve of a Warden, perfect 1-drop, into removal spell, into Heir of the Wild's basically removal spell because we couldn't remove it, so it just stops our attacking the Siege Rhino. Okay, and Offenza. So we're taking 7 here. Yeah, we're pretty much dead. We can't kill our opponent. We can't actually remove any of these. We need to remove like 2 of them to survive next turn. And like chump block is not an option. We only have 1 creature. Yeah, so we'll just have to concede. That's fine. Those games happen. Go to sideboarding. So here, we don't really want Wild Slash. Fire Impulse is okay. We'll take the other 3 roasts. And usually that's it for this matchup. Dress is okay, but like the removal is kind of it's not how they win. They're gonna win through just playing big green creatures, and we have to get through them. So yeah, we usually don't have like sweepers, like at least not right now. After Oath, there's the black, the new Devoid, Drowned Sorrow, which I'm really worried about for this deck's future. But I feel like, yeah, they don't have anything right now. They'll try to play 1 for 1, and they're just gonna try to Siege Rhino you out of the game. We're gonna play first. Okay, this hand's reasonable. We don't have untapped second mana, but we do have the roast for turn 2. So, but like, I mean, there's a very good chance we don't have the roast turn. Like, we wouldn't even want to roast turn 2. So we'll just cast our Zergo and say go. Warden again, that's pretty good. Fortunately, we drew both our Cinder Glades, so we can't cast Dragon Fodder. Looks like our opponent might not be able to. Oh, he can't. Yeah, he doesn't have the mana to level up. So we're just gonna attack for 2 and then play Dragon Fodder. This is great. That means he can't end offense next turn, which is another big roadblock for us. So we're in great shape. I can't get a black source, so he can level up now. I mean, of course, let's say I can't get black and a white source. Duress, okay. Alright, let's just dash this and attack with everything, see what happens. Drew Target's command is the best draw. Deal 3 damage to each opponent. Creatures control get +1. I misclicked that this week while testing. I just don't ever want that to happen again. So we lose our Zergo, but we get all other guys. And he's at 7. And I feel like there's a very real chance he can't cast Siege Rhino if he has one, unless he draws a white source. Oh, which he did. I guess he just wanted the double green. I mean, he wanted the 2 basics in play first to enable his double tap lands to come untapped. So we can roast this. That's a great draw. So we'll play this first, roast again for 4. Okay, and offense is not scary, only has green mana up. Land's not bad here. So we can dash, have mana open to pump this, and we also have Battle Rage. We'll just get a basic mountain. And he just conceded. I don't know if that was lethal. So he blocks here. Battle Rage here, takes 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he did have lethal. Okay. So it worked out great. So he is playing Heir of the Wilds. I might want to cut the Outbursts. They're not as relevant. Like I said, they don't have match removal spells, so the Dragon Fodders are usually good. So let's try the Fiery Impulses and see how that works out. Being able to kill a leveled up Warden is really important. We're at the mulligan again. When you like cut lands for spells or cut things, it's nice to note like when you have bad hands, what if that like mattered. So this is a 1-land hand, and the card we cut for the land was a roast. And there's obviously we have 4 in the deck now, but we don't have any of them. So this would be a 1-land hand even if we had the extra Windswept Teeth. It's just something to note. Our opponent mulligan, we will also mulligan. And alright, we can keep this. Our opponent also kept. Put a card on top. We'll put this on top. I think that could be good. You know, obviously we're going to miss our 2nd land drop. He did not have a 1-drop. We're going to, I guess, go... I think I wanted the Whisper in play because we don't have guaranteed to have a 2nd land next turn. If we could guarantee a 2nd land, we'd rather have Lightning Berserker. This way, now we have a... Like, I'll be able to play one of our our 1-drop spells. So we're just going to Fire Impulse this now and attack for 2. So we can't play an Offenza. Well, actually, no, never mind, he can. Of course, he can get Sunken Hollow. Air, okay. Alright, we'll just cast our Lightning Berserker and say go. So we fetched out a white source, because there is a black source. And this is one of our worst matchups, so just having a turn 4 Rhino every game is pretty brutal. Take it. Just look and draw land here. It'd be perfect. Okay, we got there. If we get a basic forest, I get that, but we can't, so we'll just get a basic mountain and then roast here. So now I feel a lot better about what's going on. Even if he has another Siege Rhino. Okay. I wonder if we attack if he'll block. I guess. Let's see. We're just gonna attack. If he blocks, we'll pump and kill the Siege Rhino. He does not block. So we're just gonna cast Dragon Fodder here, and that's kind of awkward, but that'll give us a block here. and then we go to 2. We can't like put anything in the Siege Rhino to like prevent more damage. So if he has a 3rd Siege Rhino, we're dead, obviously. Do not draw the roast. I do not think we have lethal. He has 3 cards in hand, more than likely removal spells. So I think what we're going to do is just play Swift Spear and pass. And we're going to put a bunch of toughness in front of his stuff, because we have the Titan Strength. So the best way to do is go like this, go like this. You can't actually kill both once we become immense, or not become immense. Oh, when we Titan Strength. I'm actually going to block here too. This allows us to Titan Strength here to trade here, and he can only kill. We'll see. I think I don't want to pump one of these guys, because that plays into Abzan Charm. So we're just going to do this. From Roka's command. Yeah, we're definitely dead here. Was it? Yeah. Got a little mana fudged, but yeah, it did not work out well at all. Alright, let's look at the deck. So what happened there? So we did get mana stuck. We also mulliganed a 6-land hand, so it's kind of like a wash. Roasts were okay. I think it was pivotal in winning game 2. Is there anything else we could want for this matchup? One thing that we could have is self-inflicted wound, but it's very narrow. I like having roast more, because if they have like a warden or if they have the Erishan Cleric, they can just sacrifice that instead and still have a Siege Rhino, so it's not guaranteed to kill what you want to kill. We never drew the combo either in like the 2 games that we lost. I don't think I want to change anything. We'll just try this out again. Alright, we're gonna jump right into our second match. We won the dice roll, so we gotta play first. And this hand, I'm gonna keep it. It's high upside to draw a 2nd land, obviously, but we also have 3 spells we can cast. Be on the play with the Swift Spear is just really advantageous to this matchup. Our opponent keeps at 6, like, put a card on top. So maybe we do need the extra land, something to consider to add back in, but just playing this deck a lot, I just get flooded like so often, and I feel like these games where I am not getting a 2nd land is just an aberration. So we drew a Swift Spear. Our opponent played a Glory Chaser, so what we're gonna do is play a Swift Spear, attack for 2. Next turn we can kill it. We're gonna take 1, and then we get to pump our Swift Spears. He plays, hopefully, like, he's going to play another threat this turn, obviously. We draw a land to kill both his threats. Mardu Scout. Okay, perfect. So we're going to get a basic mountain here. Kill that. Both died, both removal spells. So goblins. So we'll attack him for 6. He's already down to 11. And Dragon Fodder is great in this matchup, obviously, and opponents both are guys. Yeah, we'll just do that. You can trade off Mardu Scout with one of our Swift Spears, but I'm okay with that. If we draw like a green source, ooh, that's actually really bad for us. They want to attack with everything. we can actually dash Zergo. Actually, I want to just cast these, I think. I want to attack first. He's on the back foot, so he's like more likely just to block everything and trade off, which is great for us. Okay, he's keeping one back. Okay, it's fine. I want to play these because I might need more mana next turn. Like if I draw a green source, I can open me up to either one of these plus pumping the Lightning Berserker. Our opponent did. Let's see. Pile driver. Okay. Now he's thinking, I wonder if he has like a cheap removal spell, like if he just wants to use it right now, which is not unreasonable. Well, he's not going to, okay? Here we're just going to attack with Zergo. I guess the Swift Spear is a wash too. I don't want to trade the Berserker just for the Goblin token. He can double block the Swift Spear. Oh, he's double blocking there. Okay, that's perfect for us. So we'll go like that. Okay. And just cast our second Zergo. Fire Impulse. Okay, so I assume that's what was happening. Another pile driver, okay. Titan Strength. It's actually pretty good here. I think we're going to have to hold on to it. I feel like he's another removal spell, and our attacks aren't really good anymore. Casts Heel Cutter, okay. Alright, Avid's good. Even though we can't guarantee cast the card we get off of it, we need lands. And getting the card off the top is like more likely going to help us to get closer to lands. So that's exactly what I want to do. And Rose is just whatever. It's funny because that would have been a land actually, so that actually mattered in this matchup. Okay. So our opponent's thinking about attacking. Okay. Take our 3. This would have been a perfect draw. But if we had that at land. So this actually did really hurt us this match, this game. This opponent is light on action, so that gives us a chance, especially if he goes for like a big attack here. We could just like block just to stay alive. Another Heel Cutter. Okay, so we're going to have to block the pile driver here. Oh. Okay. So we're going to block one of Swift Spear, pump it with Titan Strength, and like look for the Scry. Then our guy will survive because he'll have 4 toughness. We're going to cast the one that's already in play, so if he needs to spend mana for that one, even though it's probably negligible at this point. Definitely putting that on the bottom. Alright. So we'll just cast Zergo. Just say go. And we basically have two power blockers, so we can block the Heel Cutter if he chooses to attack. Oh my gosh. So he is attacking. Let's see with how many. Lightning Berserker is pretty terrible here, so I'm just gonna trade it if he allows me to. Yeah, he's doing that. Okay. Get rid of this heel cutter. So really need. Looks like we're probably gonna have to combo him this game to win because he has so many jump blockers. And actually, gonna attack here with a Zergo. No, I'm just gonna say go. Because if he like all-out attacks, we have a great play. You can block 3 of his goblins and wild slash the pile driver. We might have to wild slash pile driver no matter what at this point, because if we ever draw a third land, we're gonna have to tap out for the outburst because that's just the best play. So I just want to not get into a situation where we didn't cast a wild slash and now we can't because we're tapped out. So he just casts Mardu Scout. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna kill this now. Okay, Abbott. So there's 18 lands in the bottom, 39 cards of our deck. Bottom 38 cards of our deck. Okay. So even though we didn't get land, obviously, but we got closer to land. So yeah. So opponent drew looks like a spell because he's taking some time to reevaluate the board state. I feel like this game is going on. This is game 1 still. It's pretty particular. Well, he kind of got I kind of bum rushed him and then I got stalled. So no attack. Okay. Boom. All right. So I'm gonna cast Outburst. Now we actually have like decent attacks if we want to do it. I actually attacking both the Abbots here because they're so low impact on defense, and we have enough blockers now. So, and it's trade like the Scout for 1 if you want to do that, and then 2 tokens here for 1, which gives us a lot more creatures. That gives us a good creature advantage against him. Or he's just going to 4. Or does he have a Wild Slash? He does. Okay. So now we're at parity with creatures. So if we draw a green source, we just get to like overrun him pretty much. Like literally pump our team. And we did. Okay, so now we can definitely attack with everything. Comments is too risky here, but Atarka's command, he has to block with. I guess he doesn't have to block with everything. Could go for the kill here, but if he has removal spell, we just lose our guys, and that's. So I'd rather just Atarka's command because it's a lot safer. So if we go for the kill and he has removal spell for this, we have nothing and we're at parity. But now he's on 1 and we have a full board. Okay, and just concedes. So here's a matchup where we definitely want Boiling Earth. We don't want the Roast. Almost always I like taking out Titan Strength just because it's the weakest card, especially after sideboard. Especially with a lot of removal spells going around. So Lightning Berserkers, though, is definitely coming out. Want the Boiling Earth. Want the Fiery Impulses. This matchup, like, Hangerback's okay. It's like another. It's a good blocker, but it's not necessary, I don't think. We do want the other Whirling Outburst. I can cut 2 strengths. One thing I forgot to mention, I think, was that I don't have Chandra's anywhere in the 75, which is a pretty name save for the deck. Just because that card's like the best against Green-White Megamorph and those type of strategies, and that doesn't really exist anymore. Alright, ooh, lands and spells. We can definitely keep this. So we're gonna fetch for Molten Vortex. Okay. That's okay, I think. I mean, his lands become removal spells, but like we have a lot of token makers in our deck now, so it's not the end of the world. So maybe we don't hang her back. Our opponent is going really until late game, looks like. I'm okay attacking here. So he's gonna trade. Okay. And then we're just gonna play Dragon Fodder. Our opponent plays his own Dragon Fodder. Alright, so we're gonna attack, and I'm willing to trade off Atarka's command here to get the stuff off his board. So assume, based on his last block, oh, he's not going to do anything. Okay. That's fine by me. Takes his 2. So we have Fire Impulse to deal with like the heel cutters, and the pile drivers, like the things that really matter. Do I want to save my Goblin token? It's my only threat, but I don't think I do. So our opponent is very scared of dying, so he's leaving 1 token back. Alright, so now we're just getting a little flooded. We've already drawn 6 lands to 5 spells. It's like the opposite of our previous games. So this deck is a little inconsistent, obviously. I still think it's very powerful. So we're not going to fire off a Fire Impulse yet, because if we draw Boiling Earth, it's going to just be great here. We're going to fetch, though. So looks like for the next game we do want Hanger Backs. Okay, perfect draw. Avid. And we actually have enough mana where we can cast anything we reveal. Even a Zergo. I want to keep open my hand, so I'm just going to play my land. You don't want to play like too many cards from your hand just to threaten like you have lethal Wild Slash. That means he doesn't have any lands. I thought he could be sandbagging lands to use for Mullen Vortex to miss land drops. But that doesn't look like the case. I'm actually going to save it. And I'll deal 3 to him. Because he's using a Wild Slash here, and obviously it's better just to discard a land. Alright, well then we just got crushed by another Arc Lightning. Oh my gosh, that's really bad. Now we're low enough where we're just going to start dying to, I'm just going to kill this now, just in case. Or we're just going to die to his lands. Double Arc Lightning is really good against what we've been doing. I'm surprised he even did that. Like, I wonder if he top decked that, because I don't know why you'd Wild Slash in a turn when you have the Arc Lightning. I probably should let him attack first before doing this, but like, it doesn't matter too much, because I feel like he's going to attack anyways. And yeah. So yeah, that game, yeah, we just got flooded. Alright, let's go back to sideboard. So I think we do want Hanger Backs. Because the last Titan Strengths. And I don't like cutting all the combo. We cut Zergos. I don't play though, I like having all our 1-drops. So we cut 2 cards. Like, the combo is just so good. Maybe like we'll just skim on it, cut 1 of each. See if that comes back to bite us. I almost never. I think this may be like one of the first or second times I've ever cut like the Comments Battle Rage from the deck. Okay, this is pretty good. I wish this wasn't an untapped land, but this hand's still great. I'm gonna actually play the Swiss Spirit because we don't have an untapped red source turn 2 yet. And if we have to fire off a Wild Slash turn 2, I'd rather have the Swiss Spirit in play. his own Wild Slash. So play Zergo on our land, say go. Gosh, the fact that he has at least 2 Arc Lightnings is just really bad for us. I'm not going to attack here, I'm just going to play Dragon Fodder. You can't totally kill, like, wipe our board yet. I don't want to trade for his Smarty Scout. I'll cast his own Dragon Fodder. We need to draw lands. So I'm going to attack for 2, and then play a Whirling Outburst. Okay. That's fine by me. So I feel like it doesn't have an Arc Lightning here, or else he might have just taken it, I don't know. We're going to play Outburst. So once again, not totally wrecked by an Arc Lightning. I like Wild Slashing here, and then attacking with everything. We don't need to play this land, because it doesn't help us cast multiple spells. So we're definitely going to do that. Okay. So we had collateral damage. He's still taking 9. And we once again do not lose our whole board to Arc Lightning. Another Pile Driver, okay. It doesn't have that at this point. Just going to jam again and do the same play. Alright, he just conceded. Okay. Whew, so I'm feeling pretty good about that. Like I think I alluded to, that that matchup really just comes down to whether or not you get like the Outbursts and the Dragon Fodders, and that's what happened in Game 3, and we won pretty handily. And I don't think there's anything I want to change. Like when you play against like decks you don't expect to see that often, I think the best like method for determining whether or not you sideboard correctly is, or like if your sideboard was good for the matchup, was what you just want to compare it to other decks. So obviously the deck's very similar to Atarka Red, and also even like the White Weenie deck and the Black White Soldiers deck, just playing like cheap threats with cheap removal spells. And I think our sideboard plan worked out. It overlapped well enough for there that I'm not worried about it. And yeah, it's our 3rd match, and we're fortunate enough to be on the play again. And this hand's perfect. Red and green mana, 1-drop with a couple removal spells. This time I'm really happy. This is a spell instead of another land. We can definitely keep. So yeah, we've had like variance draws, both like flooded and screwed. And I think when you get like medium draws like this so far, you just do really well at the deck. Just really hard to stop. All right, so we're gonna play Zergo, obviously. And our opponent, after the mulligan, can put the card on top of their deck. Okay. We could just play Abbott here for like, just have a 2-drop, but I always like saving Abbotts, because we have a play in case something happens. We have a Wild Slash, and Abbott is just like invaluable and like progressing to the late game. And right now we only have 1 creature, so I'd rather just try to get another creature out of the Abbott instead of having a 2-drop. Okay, Wild Slash. So it looks like we're also playing like another Atarka Red type deck. Perfect. So this was great last turn, but it's good here still. Just say go. The next turn we can play Abbott, and then like, yeah. So we're not going to block. We'll just take our 1. But now we're actually going to Wild Slash. We got a Cinder Glade. Get rid of this. Ooh, I'm just going to attack here. And no matter what happens, we're just going to second main phase Outburst. Because if he trades, it's great. If he doesn't, that's fine by me. Alright, does not. So now we have 5 creatures in play with an Atarka's command, and that's couldn't ask for more. Ooh, main deck Chandra. So maybe this is just mono red. I have not seen a fetch land yet. That's a pretty reasonable budget. Even on Magic Online, the fetches are still the fetches for this deck are about 10 ticks a piece now. We're just gonna tackle everything. So it's not unreasonable, I'd say, to be mono red with no fetches. But I would prefer to obviously play Atarka's Command. The card's insane. So yeah, we're just gonna do this. It's not quite lethal. It's very close. I don't think we're gonna be dead next turn, especially if I don't think he's playing the combo. Even if this was a land and we had Battle Rage, we couldn't actually kill him. We'd still be 1 off. This adds 2 more damage. So we're in good shape. We can roast a blocker. Get in there. So we get pinged. I'm a Dragon Fodder. It's actually really bad for us. That's a perfect draw. Pinged again. It's another spell. Should have attacked first if he has another spell and plans on flipping Chandra. I can get some more damage in. Really? Okay. Take our 1. Okay. Alright, we don't have lethal quite yet. Because it's not going to ping a Goblin token. I think we draw a land, though, we have lethal. Because of the Battle Rage. Yeah, he could have attacked with this and flipped that second main phase, I think. Because of the Dragon Fodder. I don't think he used Chandra, but that's game. We just have lethal now. Even if he used Chandra, we have lethal, so. Okay. So sideboarding is going to be very similar. I don't think I took out the roast last time. We don't want really roast after sideboard. So, same strategy. We want the impulses, Boiling Earth, the outbursts. We don't want the Lightning Berserkers. We don't want the Titan Strengths. And this time I'm just going to add 2 Hangerbacks and keep the combo. Well, our opponent was playing Battle Rage, but we never saw fetch lands. That's a little suspicious, so we just got unlucky. We'll see. On the draw. Okay, this hand's fine. So Spirit into Dragon Fodder and go from there. Our opponent also kept their 6. I mean 7. Alright, also switch to Spear from our opponent. We're gonna use this one to fetch. Just want to fetch first. That's nice. That means we can get this and get Cinder Glade. We don't have to get basic forests. Attack. Like never not attacking there. We just blocking is just the worst. Okay, so our opponent's played Abbott. That's just a turn 2. Got rid of Battle Rage. Okay. So we're gonna play Dragon Fodder first. Pump our Swift Spear and attack for 2. So we draw another Atarka's Command. So we draw another green source. We can double Atarka's Command turn 4. Definitely blocking 1 on the Abbott right now. I think we're definitely not dead. He can't like he can let's see. Titan Strength, Battle Rage. So that'd be on this one would be 2 spells, so 4, 7, double strike 14, 15, 16, 17. That's actually exactly lethal. So we shall block. I was afraid of this though. The other outcome is you Wild Slash the Swift Spear, and then we get 2 for 1, or 1.5 for 1, because the Goblin token is only half a card. Then he has no other play. Okay. We'll attack for 1. And this turn we can't stay alive from if he has Titan Strength become immense. I mean Titan Strength, Battle Rage. So we're not gonna block this turn. Just hopefully we can kill him next turn. So once again, only basics, no fetches, but he has Battle Rage, so I guess he's not playing Become Immense and not playing Atarka's Command. Oh gosh. So yeah, Arc Lightning though, which is really bad for us. So we're gonna play Abbott here. Looking for like a 2-mana burn spell would be perfect. Fetch land's okay. So we can play Abbott. We'll lose to another Arc Lightning. That sets up like lethal if we draw Become Immense next, or not Become Immense, if we become Battle Rage next turn, and just has another creature in play. I'm okay with that. And obviously we exile the Battle Rage. I'm not going to attack with the Goblin token, I'm just going to say go. That's unfortunate. So I think we have to block both. We're going to block the 2-1 on his 2-1 and the Goblin here. No effects, okay. Interesting. Zada. Oh, okay, so it's a little bit different. Okay. So he's trying to like combo here. I'm actually going to attack. I don't think he's going to block. Could Atarka's Command now and gets in for 4 more damage, or I kind of want to use on defense. Say go. Alright, so that makes a lot more sense, so now I know what's going on. So we're going to double block here. Hopefully we're not dead. And we don't have to do anything. Well, yeah, so like I want to bluff having a pump spell. Alright, okay. Interesting. So we're going to Atarka's Command now because we don't have triple green. The odds of us having it is very low. So we're still 3 damage. actually, I do have triple green. So he's dead. We can just pump whichever one he doesn't block. And yeah. So yeah, he's playing like a combo, not like just a, not just like us. He's way more in. So yeah, we'll just become immense. He didn't even block, so. So yeah, the sideboard didn't really come into play that game, and we weren't mana flooded or screwed. So that's what I talk about. Like the median draws of this deck, just like the fluid draws, work out really well. And yeah, we're 2-1. I'm gonna do one more match. I don't think we need to review the sideboard. It's very similar to the last match. One thing I just thought about though, I might want to take out the roast for another battle rage. I'm actually gonna do that, and we'll try that in our last match. It's the fourth and final match I'm going to do, and we're fortunate enough to win the dice roll again. So we're going to play first. On the other hand, only one creature, but can't complain. You might want to tighten strength early to try to get just for scry. You can definitely keep it. Our opponent also kept their 7. We'll use Meyer first. So hopefully this is a matchup where the duresses will come into play more. See if that's what I want to do. He might have wanted to come in last matchup because now that I knew he was way into the combo. Yeah, but that was okay. Like just the token makers were really strong there. Yeah, so if he just like tap land passes, I think I'm gonna upkeep Titan Strength, but that's definitely not what happened. Basic Swamp. Okay. Despise. Woo! He whiffed. Okay. So we are gonna upkeep Titan Strength. There's not that many actual creature cards in the deck, surprisingly. There's only like, I think, 14. 4 Zergos, 4 Swiftspears, 4 Abbots, and 2 Swiftspears. So Despise isn't too powerful against us. Dress, on the other hand, is great. Dress is really pretty good. So we'll just Titan Strength now because I want to get Scry. Don't really want to draw a 4th land. I'd say like I could bottom this to do a redraw, but like this is already like a rescry, so we'll just keep that. We'll fetch and do it again, looking for creatures, preferably like dragon fodder. And that's perfect. So we can put that on top. So our opponent is already to 11, and we can already cast Atarka's command. Oh, not Atarka's command. Obviously, we can cast that. We can already cast Become Immense, even after playing the Swiftspear. Alright, basic planes. Seeker of the Way. So play that. Play Swiftspear, attack. Let's see. If it doesn't block me, he's dead, right? 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's 1 off lethal. So we're not going to use the Become Immense, we're just going to use... actually, I'll use the Target's command. We'll say the Become Immense. Actually, no, we'll pump this with the Become Immense. That will kill his Seeker. He will take 8, going to 3, and then Target's command is lethal. So he needs to answer everything, like our creatures in play plus the card in our hand. So like, it looks like probably black-white tokens or black-white, like maybe even warriors. So I'm not too sure. So when I changed my sideboard, I took out 1 Fiery Impulse, put the roast back on the board, and added another Battle Rage to the main deck. So here, looks like I want the impulse if he's playing Seeker of the Way. And like I'm prone to do, I will cut Titan Strength. You know, it was pretty good there, but that was like on the play, and the situation worked out really well for it. Cutting one's fine. Let's see how this goes. It's like, depending on your board, I might want to bring in the dresses. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so this hand is 4 lands. But Zergo into Fire Impulse, I can't complain. And Abbott can do some work a little bit later. We're going to ahead and keep. Our opponent also kept their 7. Shambling Vent. Okay, so that's definitely not a card we wanted to see, the 4th land. So we might be playing Abbott turn 3, hopefully hitting a 1-drop, depending on what we draw. I'm thinking we might want to save it just because, like, I really don't want to waste a free card. Ooh, Mardu. Okay. Okay. I don't feel bad about how he sideboarded still. We'll do Wild Slash first. Impulse might be more relevant a little bit. Like, you can impulse a Shambling Vents. I've had to do that before. So that's what happened. We were playing against Mardu, and well, he played spells every turn, so it's not like he was color screwed out of doing things. There's a land and no play. I guess we'll play our Cinderglade. Attack for 2. No blocks. Crackling Doom. Okay. We're just gonna pass. We already played a land, so we can't get a land off Abbott, and I think I really need that card, even if it takes a turn off from playing spells. Okay, so we can't activate Shambling Events yet. That's pretty good. That card's really good against us. We're just gonna Fire Impulse this. It's not the end of the world, but that card is really good against us. So it's Mardu, like, mid-range. Okay, so this turn we will play Abbott. And got a land out of the way. We're going to fetch now, just to... I don't want to get in a spot where, like, we have to Atarka's command, which I don't think that's going to be the case, and we have to fetch, and like, something happens in response. So, I'm not going to play Zergo. We have enough mana to dash it effectively and cast other spells. Our opponent seems to be a little... like, he's making his land drops, he only has 3 cards in hand. Attacking with 1 Thopter. So we're just going to dash to Zergo and attack with only him. And we're not going to play any land, we're trying to sandbag cards to represent, like, combo pieces. So no blocks. No effects. Alright. Could have made a Shambling Event with 2 mana open. We would have Atarka's command in that scenario, I think. Murderous Cut. Okay. So this is definitely a match. Like, he's definitely more mid-range, I think. And I definitely want, like, I think the hanger backs. Might just cut all the combo. And the combo's really good. Just to bring in, like, the ability to go wide. Okay, attacks for 1 with the Thopter. Only 1 card in hand. That's good for us, but we only effectively have 1 card in hand also. Swift Spear. I think we're gonna hold on to that. We're just gonna say go. So we're not gonna really block with that. I don't want to use the Atarka's command quite yet. I mean, I guess we theoretically could. Both Thopters come in. That's good for us. Like, so sandbagging haste creatures is great because people don't play around them because it's like, well, they're less likely to. All right, avids. So we can play anything we cast off this. That's a good draw. So definitely casting that. Are we attacking? I think we are. We're going to keep a mana open to represent a 1 mana burn spell. And then we'll attack with the avid here. A hollowed moonlight. Ah, that's brutal. It's pretty good. It's not that. It's like I had a counter spell. So we are attacking for 3. Could have bought it back and chose not to. So our opponent is down to 11. Surprisingly. Both Thopters come in once again. Does he have the... Let's say if he had the Nalaar, it's pretty good here, but he just has a hanger back. I'm not too worried about that. Perfect. That's a great draw. Battle Rage. There's 2 cards in hand. He didn't pay the full amount. Okay, I'm okay sending the team. We're gonna play land first and fetch. So we're already getting a little bitten by not having the Swift Spear in play. But I think for most cases this is fine. Is there any way to, like, we can play around a shock, I think. We're going to do this. We're going to Battle Rage the unblocked one. So the trample doesn't matter. Always yield to these. I guess we'll just click through them, just in case we need to do something in response. And I guess we'll go for it. 3 damage each opponent, creature control, plus 1 summons on the turn. So if he has nothing, this is lethal. He did have a Fire Impulse. Yuck. So I could have done that a lot better. I could have just not done it. So now we're in a really bad shape. I could have been a lot more patient, especially having so many attackers next turn. And there's a good chance he'd do that anyways. And he has the Murderous Cut. Okay, so we were in really bad shape anyways. Murderous Cut, the one I blocked. Okay. So him having Cut and Fire Impulse there is, like, it's hard for us to do anything anyways. But I think I definitely should have been more patient. We're still representing lethal, so he can't be too aggressive with his attacks, which is nice. So yeah, just the Thopters come in. Okay. I'm not gonna do anything. Just gonna pass. We are pretty close to dying. Let's see. 2, 4, 6. Actually, he has lethal, so I'm gonna play the Swift Spear. It gives us a good block, like with the Atarka's command. So yeah, activates the hanger back. Just attacking for 2. Seeker all the way. Okay. So it's definitely not the draw we needed. Just gonna say go. So now I think it's pretty much game over. We can block the hanger back in a 2/2. We take exactly 6 if he goes all in. So especially if he has a remove spell, which I think he does. So let's see if he plays around, like doesn't go all in. Alright, so he's activating Soulfire, so he has something. If it's removal spell, we're dead, because we can only block the hanger back, and he has 6 attackers. Ooh. If we had another spell, we could get him really good, but it's unfortunately, even with the 2 pumps, it was still dead. Okay. Ugh, that did not work out well. Him having that 2 removal spells on the turn where I flipped over Battle Rage was pretty brutal. Okay, so I think I want to hang her back. Don't want Tiny Strength definitely at all. And we'll bring in the Duresses and see how that goes. Lightning Berserker's okay. It's not. I don't think we need it. Let's quick cuts. And cut the Battle Rage. Go back to 3. Come with the Outburst too. What if we just we're on the play though, so I want all our 1 drops obviously. Play Zergo actually. We'll see how that goes. Second Zergo can be dead, and this is just testing, so it's nice to experiment things. We like to play first. It sounds a keep, but it's pretty sketchy. It actually might be. It might have been a mulligan. Our opponent mulliganed. We have a lot of fetches, so we can definitely give him a marsh. Keeps his hand of 6. Puts a card on top. So we're going to attack for 1. Kind of unfortunate, drew 2 become immense. Like you don't really. A lot of times you don't want to draw 2. Okay. So we'll attack for 1. Let's see, go. I want to say these fetches because I want 2 green sources, and I do want to get my black source. So playing the mountain there allows all the rest of the lands to come untapped. Alright, hanger back. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna attack. I don't care if he gets a Thopter. I'm just gonna play a fetch land, say go. We're gonna fetch for Cinderglade on the turn. I really want to slow bag, or not, slow roll / sandbag the black source for as long as possible. The Cinderglade. Yeah. I guess some games are just not meant to win. Attack. See if he blocks again, which he does. Okay. He hasn't chosen not to use. So like it just fogged 2 turns to hang her back. That wasn't the end of the world. So we're just gonna like start drawing abbots to really get out of this. Oh man, yeah. So 4 draw steps, 4 lands. It's pretty funny. Yeah. So looks like we lost this match. Yeah. Just hit him for our 1 and say go. Definitely not where we want to be. Like our hand was borderline, and the top of the deck gave us no help. Seeker, okay. Guess we'll fetch now. We're gonna get the marsh, so it kind of reveals our plan, but I don't want to draw it, so. It's not bad. I think we're just gonna pass here though. We can play lands, like we have we still have 5 cards in our hand, we're still representing going crazy. And like we might have to like get pretty close to full casting cost when these become immenses. We only have 3 cards in the graveyard. So I was thinking maybe the Crackling Doom end a turn, but that definitely did not happen. Okay. If he only has 1 removal spell and we draw Battle Rage, we might be able to win. So our opponent's not attacking, so I'm not confident. Okay. So play this mountain. Play Suspir's attack. Come immense. Costs 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't really double become immense. So we're just gonna play Swift Spear. This would be like the best turn, but we're a little mana. Let's see. So this costs 3. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have. Well, after that, we only have 2 cards in the graveyard, so we can't cast the second one. Oops, sorry. But we need this Swift Spear in play, so like to get all the mana we can. Like we're gonna need all our mana in the next couple turns. It looks like. So we're just gonna say go. We might be able to like. We could even like 1 Swift Spear would have killed him actually. But I can't like just play into a removal spell like this. So Duress would be a perfect draw. It would give us a card in the graveyard, let us know exactly what to play around. Ooh, that's a great draw. We're gonna cast this for a bunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna keep 2. We'll cast it for 6. Say go. So this gives us insurance against Crackling Doom. We can even start attacking with it. It's so big. Take our 2. Yeah, I'm just gonna start attacking. See what happens. Wall Slash is a fair draw. This game is very weird. Takes us 3. Oh, no, he's not. Okay, perfect. So you didn't get to use the prowess with the Seeker, which is just what we wanted. We get 3 tokens. Say go. Hollowed Moonlights. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Say go. It's pretty soon we're just gonna have to go for it and see what happens. Still has only 3 cards in his hand. Sending both the Thopters. So both creatures are lethal. This is another 4 damage like out of nowhere because you can just throw the Thopters at us, so we're at 3 theoretically. So this one costs 2. The next one could cost, with 3 cards in graveyard, costs 3. We're too short of that. Say go. Gosh, this game is very bizarre. Outpost from our opponent, Silk Wrap. So we're gonna try to kill the Seeker of the Way. I don't want him to gain life. So we've been right to cut some of these pump spells. So we just kind of got flooded on them. That hasn't really been the case at any of our other games so far. Murderous Cuts. So that's just lethal. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what happened this game? We got really flooded. Let's see, my game's still open. We can go look at it. I think that's what the only problem. We just like get so. Yeah, we just drew like we didn't draw token makers. So he was holding the Murderous Cut, I assume, for a while. He only had 1 card left. So and killing him so fast game 1, kind of like I think I would want the rest of these for game 2, especially when I just wanted every turn to know what's going on. So that's pretty frustrating. But I think maybe we should just cut all the combo, just because he has so much removal. But we were so close. Like the turn, if we had some more mana, like we were able to cast both Become Immense. We had like actual spells in the early game. The turn when we had 2 mana open, I think we could have won that. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and hopefully I can do well at the Grand Prix.